Hello, my dear viewers, it's Святослав Skolov, and today I'm gonna talk about new Pixar movie Onward again. I've already told you what's an issue with it, and and now we have a new report. Four Middle East Arabic countries banned this movie. This animated This family animated cartoon is now banned in Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Qatar, and Oman. All of these countries are conservative and religious Muslim majority Arabic countries where Sharia law is applied. In The reason of banning is the same: lesbian character. Homosexuality is a criminal offense under the laws of Sharia, as it is a heavy sin in Islam as well as in many other religions. For example, in Saudi Arabia, homosexuality is punishable by public execution, death penalty, as well as apostasy and atheism. So, I guess because of that, these four countries banned the movie. However, other Arabic countries such as United Arab Emirates, Lebanon, Bahrain, and Egypt didn't ban the movie or censor it, which is weird. Kuwait is famous for its censorship of LGBT issues. For example, the Disney's live-action movie Beauty and the Beast was withdrawn from Kuwaiti cinemas to censor it and edit out offending scenes, but as I understand, Disney refused. It's reluctant when it comes to censorship and withdraw Beauty and the Beast from Kuwait completely. Onward was set to release in Saudi Arabia the same day as in Russia, when it was censored, and I wondered if it will be released in Saudi Arabia or not. And hallelujah, it happened. It's banned. Minus 4 countries. So I hope that the Islamic world will send a big message to Hollywood studios to stop introducing such characters in children's movies. If Russia didn't do that, then Arabs can do it. So, congratulations, I guess the Arabs did the right thing by banning this movie. This movie has difficulties in other countries because of coronavirus. Because of coronavirus, the release dates in countries such as Italy, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea, and Taiwan, and Hong Kong are moved to April. And also it is unclear when this movie will be released in China, because now all cinemas in China are closed and all premieres of all movies are cancelled. The cinemas in China has 70,000 cinemas, and all of them are closed since the end of January due to coronavirus. During the Chinese New Year, which is in February, many movies were set to release in China because it was expected that many people will visit cinemas on the holidays, but all of them were cancelled, including many Chinese movies and the premieres of Hollywood movies, including upcoming Disney's Mulan, which appears to be made specifically for Chinese market, is now cancelled. So I guess Mulan is now in danger of being box office bomb, especially considering the Boycott Mulan campaign started by Hong Kong democratic protesters when Liu Fei on Weibo expressed support for Hong Kong for police brutality in Hong Kong. I hope that the situation with coronavirus in China, South Korea, and Italy and around the world will normalize soon, but we don't know what will happen, and many companies, including Hollywood companies, are losing money because of coronavirus. If we return specifically to Onward, not it was only banned in 4 Middle Eastern countries, censored in Russia, and the release date are moved in Italy and Asia Pacific countries, but it's not doing well at box office. I remember you that it was released in Russia in the 5th of March, and in the United States the 6th of March. In the Saudi Arabia it was set to be released the same day as in Russia, but it was banned. So, in the communist nation of Vietnam, Socialist Republic of Vietnam is I need to remember you that Vietnam is currently a one-party communist state, officially called Socialist Republic of Vietnam. In Vietnam, it was released the same day as in the US, and it has absolutely no problems. Contrary to popular belief, Vietnamese communists in Russia, it is a popular belief that communists have Puritan morals and disapprove sexual deviations and so on, but it's not true, because Vietnamese government is notorious for not censoring such issues. For example, Paramount movie Rocketman, which is a biopic of Elton John, was censored in Russia. In Russia, some scenes were cut to confirm with Russian law, as the Russian Distributor Central Partnership says. It was censored in Malaysia, it was banned in Samoa and in Egypt. In Egypt, Elton John himself is banned from visiting. But in Vietnam, it was released uncensored. The same about Bohemian Rhapsody, which was surprisingly released in Russia uncensored. So this is it. Onward is playing in the cinemas about a week now, and what are the results? Onward topped United States box office. It grossed about $45 million, but it was estimated that it will gross 50 to $52 million in the first week. So it's despite it being bo- top in the box office in the first week, it's also one of the lowest grossing Pixar movies in the history. For example, Toy Story 4 in the opening week grossed over $100 million. So it's unlikely that Onward will gross $1 billion as Toy Story 4 did. Some people say that these poor results are because of coronavirus, because people are afraid of going to the cinema. But some people say that, some specialists say that coronavirus didn't make influence in this situation, because other movies are doing well. Anyway, Onward topped box office, but its box office results in the United States are much lower than esteemed. As I said, it grossed $45 million in the United States, and it grossed $28 million internationally, including $2.1 million in Russia, which is the 5th place in the world. In Russia, however, about 700,000 people watched it. For example, over the million people, or several millions people in Russia watched Toy Story 4, but by this I will say that Onward isn't doing well in Russian box office also, but it still topped the box office in Russia also, so I guess the box office results of new Pixar movie are pretty good, but not as good as other Pixar movies. So compared to other movies playing in the cinemas currently, the results are good, but comparing to other Pixar movies in history, such as Toy Story or Coco, the results are pretty disappointing. Meanwhile, Lena Waithe is an voice actress who voiced Spectre, a lesbian cyclope. She is openly lesbian herself, and in the interview to Variety, she says that this line, which caused Middle East countries to ban the movie, was her idea. She said, "It was weird for me to say husband. May I say the word girlfriend? Is it cool?" And they said, "Okay, do it." It's as she said. She said that they were cool and chill, and she also said that it's a quick scene, but it's a leap forward. So it was purely her idea with which she come up during the recording of this scene. She also said in the interview that her character was written to be straight, but it was her initiative to change it. She came up with, as I said, I even have a gay voice. I think it will be strange for me to say husband. So she said that line. She said, "It's not easy being a new parent. My girlfriend's daughter got me pulling my hair out, okay?" in Russia we change girlfriend with partner, and the Arabian countries banned it. Now let me tell you what you think in the comments. If you're from Arabian countries, also tell your opinions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye.